Greetings, greetings, greetings.
Hello, 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 everyone out there in the internet world. We are back.
Yay. It has been a minute since we have graced you all with our presence, and it has been just a very busy time of shifting and coming into this new vibration and this new portal of existence. And we wanted to come on here and just tap in real quick and see
Yes,
how
yes,
everyone is
yes.
doing. Yes.
Yes, as you all know, we have spent majority of this year so far as the lead mentors of the Sacred Woman Rites of Passage program with Queen Afua. We have so graciously guided 100 plus women through this last spring season of the Rites of Passage, welcoming in our new sisters. We didn't do it alone. We did it with our sisters who are in mentorship and leadership. So we just want to shout out our City of Wellness family. Hello, all y'all out there. We made it through another season of the Rites of Passage, but now it's time to shift gears. Now it is time to shift gears and back on our job. As you all know, this is the Circle of Sisters podcast where we are soul sisters speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. And today we got a real good treat for you. Sis, tell them what we got for them today.
So today we are going to be tapping into our soul path archetypes. I know you guys have seen it come across the threads, come across our pages, just talking about really connecting with our soul's purpose, really. And we are launching this mentorship program based on your soul path archetype and also embracing the queen within. So it's a really beautiful collaboration of information between your soul path archetype and embracing the queen within, kind of embracing the sacred life. So it's all coming together in Aligned and Crowned, our mentorship program. You want to add some?
Yes, well, I just want to talk about really, we all know that there has been a major shift that's been happening in the universe. We all are feeling it. No one's exempt. We're feeling a little bit unsteady on our feet. Sometimes our nervous system is a little thrown off. And why is this happening? That's because the stars are literally aligning for you to align with your highest purpose, your highest good, and really to start walking the path that was laid out for you. This is about being on purpose with purpose, right? And some of us don't really know what that is. And so, Aligned and Crowned, our mentorship program, features everything we have to offer. I mean, there is absolutely no gatekeeping. So if you have seen some of the work we've done, you've heard about some of the circles we've set in, this is going to be the space where you get everything we have to offer all bottled up in one great package, which is really meant to not only motivate you to step into your higher self, rebirth yourself as the person you desire to be, but actually to align with your soul work, your soul mission, and on purpose. All right.
Yes, this is going to be an amazing expansion, right? I mean, I've seen how this work, even just writing it, has really expanded my mind, really helped me to align with the call of the Oracle Messenger, and just really have been getting these uploads of just having fun with life, right? Finding that niche, finding that place to really connect with our source energy, with our God consciousness, with our ancestors, with the guides that are helping us in this journey. This is just such a phenomenal time, a phenomenal time of growth, a phenomenal time of expansion, and really to have someone to walk that walk with you. I mean, it's like after we go through our Sacred Woman and Ascension, and that is such a great experience, there's other women out here who are just looking for someone to hold space for them to begin their process or their journey. And this also is for you. So it's not just a walk or a work for sacred women or sacred women ascendees, but definitely for women in general. for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what I love about Aligned and Crown is that you also get access to embracing the queen within. As you know, if you've been following us for the past 3 years, we have been doing Embracing the Queen Within, which is a program that is really guided by the Sacred Woman text, but it actually is really clear cut and concise, which means that it really pulls out the principles of sacred living and honoring yourself as the divine queen that you are. It's not about edifying anything outside of yourself, which really hones into stepping into self-love, self-care as a lifestyle. Embracing the queen within is about honoring yourself as royalty, as sovereign, and as sacred. And so it gives you 12 principles and 12 practical steps in order to realign your life. It is one of the best tools that you can find out there to help navigate this thing called life, right? This experience that we are all having. And once you get into that and you're able to set with self, then we have Aligned and Crown, which is our newest program. Aligned and Crown is really about aligning your life force energy so that it lines up with what your soul's mission and your soul purpose is. And in order to dive more into that, we actually start by teaching you your soul path archetype. The soul path archetypes are 5 different archetypes that really give you guidance onto who you are at your core and how you should best show up to offer your sacred work so that you're able to not only reach the masses, but turn passion into profit. You want to tell them a little bit more about the soul path archetypes, sis?
Yes, I mean, each of the soul path archetypes are very unique to each individual person, and even the supporting ancestors or guides that are supporting you in this life's work. I mean, it's very much uh, I would say the way it was given to me was just wrapped up in a package of we have all of these archetypes within our DNA. We have all of these archetypes supporting us in our life journey. But there's one particular niche or one particular archetype that really wants to shine in your life and through you to do what you have been sent to do this lifetime. So it's like the collective Christ consciousness coming into form in your life, allowing you to tap into all of the resources, all the wisdom, all the insight that those who went before you have, and all the way up to the deities and those that we honor like Buddha and Jesus and Muhammad or whoever it is, Yahweh, that you connect with as source energy. So we have the priestess of the path, we have the oracle, we have the light, the warrior of light, we have the dream weaver, and we have the messenger. So each of these archetypes really have karmic paths that we also get to help navigate through our own resolving of generational cycles, generational traumas, negative stories that we've continued to repeat over and over. So we get to kind of work through that in that shadow aspect, but also embody it in our light and in this walk as that archetype. What I like most about the Aligned and Crown program is that we connect these principles with cosmic law or natural law or the hermetic principles, and also our Aritus chakras or the wheel within the wheel, our wheels of life, our life force energy. So it's a very immersive,
Dynamic.
information, and it's going to be phenomenal for sure.
Ashe, Ashe. So, the soul path archetypes. If you knew it was possible, would you embrace your highest potential? Who is the oracle? All right, who's the oracle? Are you the oracle? And we do have a quiz that'll let you know who you are. Who's the warrior of light? All right. And I just want to let me pause this for a second because I need you guys to step into it. All right. And really take a look at um, what these soul path archetypes are showing you. Visually, you can get a whole lot from what it shows, right? Look, let's take a look at the oracle. We see the oracle. She's sitting here. She is in a meditative position in nature. We see the sigils that are around her showing up. The oracle is about tapping into your intuitive sight. And I ain't going to go into detail because that's why y'all need to join us tomorrow for our in-depth virtual experience. It's a Zoom training where we go in depth about each of these archetypes. But just giving you a little tidbit of information about the archetype, the oracle is the seer. She is actually giving us the visual downloads of what is to come. What's one little nugget you'd say about the oracle, sis?
All is mind. All
Okay.
is mind. Yes.
Ashe. Then we have after the oracle, we step into really embracing who is the warrior of light. Okay, the warrior of light. I like to say she came here to do some bloodline work. She came here to work through some past pain and traumas, and we'll tell you more about her tomorrow. Sis, anything about the warrior of light that you want to share with us?
I would say, I believe Warrior of Light is all about cause and effect. Cause and effect. Cause and
Ashe.
effect.
Ashe, Ashe. And then that's not it because there is definitely more. And the warrior of light is just the one of the beginning. We also have the dream weaver. The dream weaver, I love, 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 love. As you can see, she is sitting here and she is threading together those different timelines. The dream weaver is a creative at heart. And so this taps into the creative energy for all you creatives out there. Anything you want to mention about the Dreamweaver?
The Dreamweaver is all about frequency and vibration. Frequency and vibration. That's the Dreamweaver. Changing things just through frequency and vibration.
Ashe, allowing that creative energy to ooze from her being so that she can effortlessly create. Then we have you, sis, who is the messenger. That's Chantel. Chantel, let us know about the messenger.
So the messenger is really a blend of for me a blend of the oracle and the messenger, and it is the truth teller, the truth seer. She's all about rhythm and knowing that everything has an equal and opposite kind of flow. So as long as you're in flow of truth and keeping it in ma'at and justice, it's always working out for you, even when it feels like it's not. So I'm loving this truth teller. I'm loving embodying that energy, even for myself, as I dive into my misalignments and my rewrites of my story. So it's just beautiful. She writes the story and she lives it. So the messenger has a message for us all, for sure.
Ashe. And I love to think of the messenger as the storyteller, the motivational speaker. She definitely has something to say. And when she's speaking, everybody is listening. So who is the messenger? And last but certainly not least, we have the priestess of the path. And that is yours truly. Who's the priestess of the path? I is she is me. The priestess of the path is one that is not to be taken lightly. She is a woman who is really leading by example. She can possess any of the additional traits that you've seen from any of the other soul path archetypes, but she really leads by example. All right. She leads by example. So this is
As within, so without.
as
That's
within,
the
so without, as
correspondence.
above, so below. And she takes that And she moves with it. And so I am super, super grateful to share with you all of these wonderful soul path archetypes. We have really taken the time to pull out the nuggets, pull out the information. This is not just about learning the soul path archetypes. Tomorrow's webinar will go into depth about the soul path archetypes. It'll explain a little bit about Christ consciousness and some things that you need to do in order to overcome the barriers for each soul path archetype. However, we do, in addition to that, if you'd like to go deeper, you want to utilize your soul path archetype to restructure or to find structure with your sacred work, your business, your entrepreneurship, this is the time for us to do so. This is when we really step into offering our expertise, our knowledge of not only working in the holistic wellness space, but working as entrepreneurs who are actually living and thriving off of our gifts, our innate gifts. And so if this is something that you're interested in learning more about, I highly suggest that you tune in tomorrow for our Zoom. You can find the link for our Zoom. We will link that below. Let me try to get the sign up link on here for you so that you can sign up for the Soul Path Archetype. It's only $25, y'all, so it ain't no excuse. Sign up. Understand this information about how deep you can go once you know your soul path archetype. Anything else you want to share, sis?
I would just add that, we are putting this out here as a resource to our community, knowing that this is what we needed when we began our journey. And it is so divine that we get to participate in it as we continue to expand our journey. As we spoke in the beginning, we come into these new ways of life. We come into these new ways of showing up in the world. And sometimes we find ourselves falling back into our old ways because there's nothing there to mirror back to us what it is we saw in the beginning. So this is a great opportunity to come in fellowship with sisters because we are all a part of this tribe. We are all a part of this good vibe that we are trying to see resonate and ripple throughout the world. And it takes us each showing up uniquely in the spaces, in the jobs, in the professions, in the roles that we were sent to be in. And oftentimes we follow a path that may not have been the end path for us, but we get comfortable and we stop. And there's so much more to achieve, and there's so much more to explore. And having a mentor or a guide or a coach to just help you navigate those experiences is what we're offering in this space. So we are super duper duper excited to be able to come back to what we love, even more so working with our community, working with ourselves, and, showing up in that self-care energy. And this is what it's all about. It's all about us showing up for ourselves, not looking at anyone else, not comparing ourselves to anyone else, but truly understanding who we are and how our soul is calling us to show up and shine brighter and brighter every day. So it's been a journey. It has definitely been a journey. And that's what life's all about. That's truly what life's all about. And we're here for it. We're here for it. We're fixing crowns. We're getting aligned. We're crowning those sisters who want to join us in this work. And this is just the beginning.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is just the beginning. We have so much more in store for you. And speaking of more that we have in store, you should be following us on all social platforms. You definitely want to follow Good Vibes Lounge on every social platform. You'd like to follow Chantel Sierta Shakem, and you definitely want to follow Lady Unk on all platforms, especially my YouTube channel, which is My Beautiful Sacred Life. I will be doing some different things popping on throughout the month, getting you all engaged for Aligned and Crowned for those of you who sign up early for the actual mentorship. And so you want to tap in with us there. Also, I cannot forget to mention that we will be going live every Tuesday evening, 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for those of y'all who are on the West Coast with me, and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Times for those of you who are in Eastern Standard Time. If you're anywhere else in the world, because we have sisters all over the planet, if you're
Tap
anywhere
in.
else over the world, tap in at your designated time. We hope to see you here. This is really, honestly, something that we absolutely love to do. If there is any topics you'd like to hear us discuss, please, 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 on any of our videos, give us a shout out. Let us know what you want to hear more of, and we will definitely talk about those different topics. This is not just about stepping into the metaphysical world. This is not just about spiritual. This is life. Okay, this is the experience of life. So any subject, no subject is off limit. No subject is not worthy of our time. We definitely want to feed into our community. Hey, Robin, thank you for shouting out and sending us some love. That is one of our
Yes.
newly ascended sacred stars. Hey, it's wonderful to see you in this space. And yeah, that's just what I wanted to share with all of you. So tomorrow, September 10th, we are doing a Zoom training. It's $25. The link has been posted. Please click on the link so that you are able to sign up, get your invitation to the Zoom so that you can really go into depth. We not only tell you your soul path archetype, we give you in-depth information about each one of the archetypes so that you can use that information to structure your life, or you can use that to help you restructure or refine the things in your life so that it's in harmony with your soul. Ashe?
And share it with a friend. Share it with a friend because
Ashe.
it's really this fun way of really saying, if I if I could and I knew I could, what would I do? Right? And this is going to give you some great insights to who you are and how you can really see your dreams come true. So this is what we're doing, and we're welcoming all of the Vibes Tribe, all of the community, all of our families, friends, those who find it intriguing or may just have a peak of interest. Tap in and see what this world has to offer. And
Ashe.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm complete.
lastly, in addition, Chantel and I are both life coaches and ordained ministers. So if you're not interested just yet in a full, thorough program, but you want some one-on-one guidance, one-on-one mentorship, we do offer private one-on-one sessions where you can pay as you go. One of the things that I want to mention is never let money be a barrier between our services and you getting the work that you need. Spirit always takes care of us, and we are willing to work out whatever payment plan is necessary for those who really need this work and are really ready to do this work. So if you find yourself ready to do this work and in need of a personalized payment structure, we do offer personalized payment structures so that no woman is turned away. Ashe?
Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe. Well, sis, I don't have my cards right here handy. Do you have yours? Do you want to give a card before we
I
get out of
will.
here today?
I will. Never do they fail us. We are going to go into The Secrets of the Ancestors by Abiola Abrams. And one card just jumped out, and it is our Father of Earth,
Ashe.
generosity. So,
Come
yeah,
through.
as you were just speaking, it's time for us to take our rightful places as kings, as queens, as those that are creating wealth and abundance and prosperity for our community. And it's like, we have to move beyond the lack, move beyond the limitation, stop gatekeeping, not competing, just really being generous with our products, with our service, with our offerings of our I am. And knowing that when we show up, everything that we need is showing up as well. So, this is our offer to be very generous with our time, with our talents, with our abilities, with our knowing, and really giving out of the heart of gratitude, knowing that everything that we are putting out is coming back. And we want our sisters, we want our families, we want our communities to really begin to shift out of that vibration that keeps us stuck, stagnant, and broke into
Come
this
on.
more prosperous way of life, and knowing that everything we need is available, and as soon as we align, it's there. And that's what
Ashe.
the pinnacles are all about. I
Ashe.
say.
And I want to add into that, our ancestors went through decades, centuries of oppression to where they did not have, but even with the little they have, they gave generously to one another. And there's something that we need to take and really re-implement. I know that society has had us in this scarce mentality for very, very long. And our ancestors didn't work like that. If they had a bag of beans and it needed to feed the entire block, they did just that. And we need to step back into that, because everything will be multiplied once we are freely giving. There is a saying that you can't grow if you got a tight grip, on something. You're not able to expand. And so in this, we are asking you to generously give. And when we say generously give, we're meaning time. The time that the additional time, the abundance of time that you have, that you can be giving to reading stories to little kids at the library. If there is additional resources that you have, now is the time for us to lean into the community, lean into one another. Our time, our gifts, our talents are to be shared. And the more that we do that, the more that we remove ourselves from the lack or scarcity mentality, the more that we reclaim our abundance. And if you look on that card, he is sitting there, surrounded not only by the pinnacle that we see there, but I think there's some water that's flowing. There's greenery that's around him. There is all of the elements present, which means that the alchemy happens. Okay, the alchemy of abundance, of really bringing everything into us, is when we not only honor each other, but when we honor the earth and our planet, which everything is provided by Mother, Father, Earth, or as the indigenous of this land say, Pachamama and Pacha Papa, or whatever they call it. Pachamama, I think, is what the woman is called. And grandfather. But as we share this information with you all, we're so grateful that you tapped in with us. Once again, we are offering our services, and we're reminding you to tap in with us. So set y'all clocks, set y'all dials, so that you are, if you're watching on whatever platform, hit those notification bells. Make sure that you are following us and you are alerted when we are live, so that you can catch us every Tuesday evening, because we're going to be dropping gems. Okay, we are dropping gems. And not only that, we might have some other sisters coming into the circles to share their work, because what we said, we're being generous. And not only that, we're being generous with our time and our space, bringing more sisters into the circle so that the collective can grow as a whole. That's how we step into our abundance, y'all.
Ashe, Ashe, bringing passion to profit each and every day, even in the little things, right?
Ashe. So as we always say, and don't forget to get aligned and crowned, step into your soul path archetype, click that link, sign up for our Zoom call for tomorrow. We hope to see you there. But again, until next time, we are soul sisters, speaking
Speaking
out
out and
and
fixing
fixing crowns
crowns
in the
in the
process.
process.
See
Peace
you
and
next
love.
time. Ashe.
Ashe.